This body is a mammal. It has warm blood and body hair. If it was a female, it could bear live young. If it was a female, so much might be different. It might not write this poem at all, but one more joyful and emotionally robust, less clinical and with more references to laughing and tasting and touching, which this body knows other bodies enjoy. Maybe, but it's hard to say for sure. This body has moments of mind blindness and finds it difficult to assume voices not its own. And I used to picture this body as a submarine, with me in a captain's suit staring out through periscopic eyes while crewmen oiled the machinery of the muscles and stoked the engine of my heart. I pictured hands like trash collectors, a stomach like a quartermaster, and me in my captain's suit staring out at the world. And I guess Captain Me pictured himself as a spaceship, and inside that, a lighthouse, and inside that, a tree fort, until all the way down, the smallest me just pictured himself as existing, and the whole thing grew up from that. But this body doesn't think that anymore. It knows that it's made not of coal-age adventurers, but muscles and tendons and 206 bones, one broken. It knows it has a brain, not at all like a naval bridge or a council chamber, because if it was, it would be hollow, and this body would be paralyzed, in a coma, with its mother tearfully pulling the cord from the respirator, screaming, "Why did we let him put a naval bridge in his brain?" No, this body is a vehicle only for the robotic genes spreading through it and convincing it to have sex, a mission with which they've been successful in a chain of other, older bodies dating back to a self-replicating molecule in some horrible ocean. And the total information content of these robots is 800 megabytes, so this body is the last boxcar in a 3 billion year-long train designed to carry to the presence the contents of a single compact disc. This body is no mystic. It knows that it's made only of the food and poisons it ingests, and as much as it misses its poison sometimes, it is trying to eat healthier. It never misses breakfast. It misses every other meal besides breakfast, except for ones it substitutes with more breakfasts. This body is made not of magic, but of breakfasts. This body is Descrambled eggs. And I used to picture this body as a lantern, and that by being more brilliant, I might make it shine brighter to seek out other lanterns in the distance. Together, we could throw light on the darkness between us, the darkness that was death, the darkness that was not being this body. But this body doesn't think that anymore. It knows there's a difference between making a friend and surviving death, unless that friend happens to be Jesus, according to Jesus. And likely it developed this theory when it was running low on friends, but the point remains. This body is lonely at times. Lonely for touch and easily confused. It's not to be trusted to self-report its emotional state. It's too easily tricked by short-term runs and random acts of chemical. Ultimately, it lacks a frame of reference for talking about this body, and sure, you might suggest a mirror, but then this poem would be about a mirror, and this body is not a mirror, nor a glassy pond, nor a window at night. The closest thing would perhaps be a mirage, but this body is no mirage. It feels too much of its own weight, its own worries, its own words, sometimes feeling too much a part of it to possibly be true, but like a factory on stilts, it's somehow built to carry them to you.